Breaking news.
Hey everybody,
Breaking
welcome
news.
back to Back to
Breaking
Brick.
news.
I'm your host Garrett, and this is the podcast where we get to talk to fellow AFOLs about their designs, and we get down to the breaking news every Friday to catch up on what LEGO has come out with in the past week. First off, thank you all for understanding about the lack of breaking news last week. It was a very interesting week, and lots going on, lots of moving parts about our move, about training, about the military, just in general, so I needed a break. We had expected that one of our friends would come on to do the breaking news, but he was also busy. We're back this week, and we'll see how the future goes with the breaking news at this point, just seeing how our jobs in life will progress it. But I'm going to try my very best to continue doing this every week so that you guys can understand and see what's been happening with the breaking news. I also want to thank all those that are supporting of this podcast by listening to it. If you're new or old, thank you. This podcast is for you, so you can catch up on all the latest news. Make sure to subscribe to us on your favorite podcast listening app, and that you take the time to leave us a review so that other people can find our podcast. You can also follow us on Back to Brick 2 on Instagram. Now, there's a lot to catch up on from this past week, so I'm going to get right into it. Christmas is coming, and that means more LEGO sets, and now they're doing their seasonal sets. The first one is going to be Santa's Sleigh. This is a set that's going to be $37, and it includes Santa with, well, of course, his sleigh, and 4 reindeer. It contains 343 pieces, and it's got its own little 2x3 tile for the nice list. A lot of people were wondering, well, why are there names? They usually don't print names on the nice list. It's a split of 7 male and 7 female gender names, and then 2 others. Those 2 last names are actually from the designers that they put on that meant the most to them. Very cool little set, definitely something to have as a display, and maybe even great for your LEGO Winter Village. Speaking of the Winter Village, LEGO did reveal their latest addition to the set, 10293, Santa's Visit. Now, it's a beautiful little model that is a almost L-shaped building with a coarse white roof, actually using Wolverine-style claws to have pine on the top eaves of the building, and it's a azul blue or light blue style house. It's going to be retailing for $100. It also has, Santa coming down the chimney. Some presents are actually hidden around the set. I always like to get every Winter Village set because, well, I'm building a Winter Village, and these are always great sets, definitely around the Christmas time, to build with your family and even rebuild some of the ones you've had from the previous years. We've seen it before where there's mobiles that have the solar system with all the planets, but how accurate is that? Another one of our podcast guests, Brent Waller, actually created a 99.8% accurate orbital timing. This set is up on LEGO Ideas, and it shows that each planet that's depicted is in its very accurate rotation around the sun. Of course, the sun isn't as big as you'd think, but it's definitely a great style model, something to put on your desk, and I believe that a lot of people are going to like this, something on LEGO Ideas that's another mechanical model, and we'll get to that 10,000 votes very, very quickly. 3 sets of brothers went head-to-head in LEGO Masters United States competition for the finale this season, and, all of their creations over the past season have been wonderful. They've done some amazing work, and definitely proud of the 2, of course, that have been on Cheesy Studios that competed this year. And I just want to send out my congratulations to Mark and Steven Erickson. They did a wonderful job, and I appreciate all the designs that they built and the hard work. And for all those that did compete this year, congratulations, you still are all LEGO Masters in our eyes. One of the newest releases from LEGO is another wonderful set, an apartment-style set, 10291 Queer Eye. Is a TV show on Netflix that has 5 gay men that all are there to help and support men from around the world, own who they are and help them in being themselves, loving themselves, and just creating a positive attitude for everyone and improving their lives in some way. It's going to be 974 pieces in 18+ range. This set is going to be released here soon, and it'll come at a price of $100 and available on October 1st. Another recent LEGO set revealed was a direct-to-consumer LEGO Mario set. Now this set is called the Super Mario 64 question mark block, and it is, well, a question mark similar to what you'd see in the Super Mario styles, where he would hit it and see what pops out. And this is similar, where if you tilt the back section up, you're going to have 3 different worlds pop out of the cube. We've got Peach's castle, we've got the Penguin's igloo style, and we also have the I can't remember what it's called, but there's the Bomb King. And then they have 2 more, which I'll just leave as a surprise, which are kind of cool. Now, this set's going to be retailed for $170 and will be released on October 1st. It has 10 micro figures. You know, it's okay. I'm not a big fan, honestly. I wish they had done like a Mario 64 style where you could either build a car that's electric and put your digifigure in it and have some track styles to it so you can, well, have your own Mario Kart. And also a Nintendo 64 would be really cool. Doesn't mean that they won't come out with those, but this just seems kind of odd. Disney continues to come out with more and more sets. The Lego Mini Disney Castle, which was teased about 2 weeks ago, has finally been revealed for an October 1st release and a price point of $35. It'll be a 565-piece set. It's a mini Disney Castle similar to, well, the large-scale Disney Castle that they've had before. There's no interior design, just the back of it, but it does come with Mickey and a bow tie minifigure. Very cool set. I love the detailing that they've done with it, even the clock face that's on a 1x2 tile with the triangle section on top. I love it. I want the big one still, but this one might be something I can possibly afford for the time being. We've all seen the Lego Monkie Kid series. Well, maybe not the television series, because it's very popular in the Asian countries, but not so much in the United States. But it seems that they're going to extend it out till 2023. That means more products will be released, and the TV show will continue on. Now, this might be just a product catered to the Eastern market, but maybe it'll catch up in the West. I think that's what they're trying to test. In all honesty, I just think that they are playing to the larger market that is in the Asian area, because, well, they have far bigger market structure than we do here in the East. We'll see if those sets continue till 2023, or they'll just kind of fizzle out with 1 or 2 sets per year. There's expected to be 2 minifigure series coming out this next year. That's usually around the normal number. Sometimes it's 3, but this year we're going to get a standard minifigure set with the unique styles of different characters, but it looks like there's going to be another minifigure series based on a licensed franchise we might know from our past and still the present, the Muppets. Now, there's a lot of Muppets that they can cover, and seeing as it's usually 12 now, we're going to depend on, which one will they choose. Of course, Kermit and Miss Piggy will be chosen, but who would be your favorite? Definitely send out a comment on Instagram, and maybe I'll feature you in the next podcast. LEGO's been testing the market with these helmet series that they've been doing with Star Wars, and I'm a huge fan. I've collected almost all of them. I just still need the Scout Trooper, but it looks like they're going to continue that in this next year with 3 new helmets at the beginning of this next year. It looks like they're going to finally come out with the Mandalorian. Maybe they'll do a matte silver, or it'd be great if they did chrome. I mean, that'd be super expensive, so I very highly doubt that. But then they also come out with Luke's X-Wing helmet and a AT-AT pilot helmet, which is, if you don't know, more of the gray with a black stripe down the middle. I really enjoy these helmets because it gives a different variety and great display piece for, adults that love Star Wars and the helmets. But this is a great ploy by LEGO, and can't wait to see what they come out with after these next 3. Also in the Star Wars lineup, it seems that LEGO this next year is going to be really pushing for Hoth sets. And I think this is based on the latest UCS rumor of the AT-AT. They're going to be doing a couple more battle packs, and possibly, this is the biggest rumor, at least of this week, is 75322 Hoth AT-ST, considered initial reports of being an 18-plus set. Now, I doubt this, and Promo Bricks has stated that it's more likely to be a January release 2022 of a 9+ set, which makes more sense, something playable, since it does have only about 586 pieces, but it would be cool if they did make something in that scale, being an 18+ set for some of these more detailed designs if they wanted to do that in a minifigure scale. LEGO has come out with some unique battle packs, and it seems that they're going to be doing the same for LEGO Star Wars. It seems that they'll be doing 2 Star Wars LEGO packs, and these are the minifigures, bigger minifigure plastic style that you can get some minifigures as well as some collectible little pieces. They've done this for Marvel in the past, and it looks like they're going to be doing 2 Star Wars and Marvel again with the possibility of the Infinity Saga. It seems that there might be some pretty cool surprises, at least that's what they're stating, for Marvel as well as Star Wars. I'm interested to see, since these battle packs could have some cool minifigures that are unique just to those sets. Gifts with purchase are coming in hot with another Star Wars, and this will be my final Star Wars news, of a possible Imperial Star Destroyer. It could be in a similar scale to the Imperial Star Destroyer MIDI scale. I always loved the MIDI scale. It's not as small, but big enough that it gives you enough detail. They only did this in 2 sets with the Imperial Star Destroyer and the Millennium Falcon. They definitely retail for a good bit now if you go onto eBay. This set could be available for purchase probably at about $40, or a gift with purchase for something at, an AT-AT scale at $700 or $800. Definitely a cool gift with purchase, and I'll have to get my hands on that. Hopefully I don't have to spend too much. LEGO Ideas is continuing to pump out some more sets. This one is going to be the LEGO Ideas Fender Stratocaster. It comes in a red Stratocaster style. You can also change it to black and even have a sticker for Fender on it. It does come with a shoulder strap so you can wear it. Although it's a little small, I don't think you'd want to wear it. And then it also comes with an amp pedal. Very cool set if you're an Ideas collector. It's getting pretty expensive to do this. It's going to be about $100 and come out this October with 1,074 pieces. Volvo decided, let's challenge some people. We're going to have a group of engineers try to pull a 100-ton Volvo Hauler just using Lego bricks. Now, that's a pretty big challenge, and this 100 tons is a Volvo A60H, which is a 43-ton hauler, loaded with an extra 45 tons of rock. That'd be crazy if it's 145. They wanted to pull it across a distance of 50 meters. A total of 35 building engineers came together using 728,164 Lego Technic pieces connected together under a layer of steel plates and transmitting signals to 1,920 motors. They were able to move that huge loader in just a 30-minute time span. This was in collaboration of the latest Volvo deal that they're working with Lego to continue to provide Technic designs for it. This team spent over 3 months designing this, and all over the world. United States, Sweden, Japan, and Nigeria collaborated on this. This is a really cool challenge, definitely promoting STEM and getting to see how powerful Lego really is. A new large Technic set just came out, and it's the app-controlled Cat D11 bulldozer. This is a huge set. It is remote controlled. It is going to be 3,854 pieces, 18 up range for the build, but anyone probably could build it with some time. The treads on this are far larger than any treads that they've ever built for Lego, and it's got a pretty big price tag of $550. It's coming October 1st, and it's a beautiful set. If you are into this, this will be their first official cat model. I expected to see a lot more in the future. LEGO is looking for a new hiring position on their confidential director to combat leaks. We've seen a lot of leaks. I've talked about a lot of rumors here on this podcast that LEGO is looking to combat. They're looking for a director who can lead a team to fight this, coordinate how they can stop leaks from being sent out. You work from Billund, and you get to have a little team to work and apply those new strategies to combat leaks and try to make LEGO sets a surprise. Okay, I said that there was no more Star Wars news, but there is. LEGO has pulled down their Star Wars Republic Gunship video following a lot of fan backlash. M&R Productions kind of put this out here, and it seems that it's based on 2 quotes. They talked about the Republic Gunship was one of the vehicles from the original trilogy series, which is incorrect since it was based on a prequel trilogy series, episode 1, 2, and 3. And then they also had the second quote that Hans, the designer, referred to the included Clone Commander minifigure as a doubling up as a pilot for the Republic Gunship, which is incorrect because it is not a clone pilot minifigure. LEGO pulled it down based on the backlash. They might put it back up, maybe with some corrections or not. That's okay if they don't. They've had designers and other reviews done of it, so we know the clarifications now. The rumored Lego Titanic set 10294 is been talked about a lot, that it would be a whopping 12,000 pieces, but there's been a piece count correction looking to be about 9,090 pieces. Don't know how that's so accurate. And they talked about a price tag of $630, which is a full price, $80 more than the Roman landscape, maybe based on the size of the pieces, since they did a similar thing with the UCS Imperial Star Destroyer. And it looks like it'll be released or revealed on November 1st. Lego and Adidas have had their collaboration for about 2 years now, and it seems they're not only extending it from the shoe line, but also to the NBA. There's some reveals of players that are on shirts here. We've got some key characters like James Harden and Damian Lillard. I don't know any of these names, but they also did an NBA time period where they did some minifigures. You know, they had the basketball series back in the early 2000s, and maybe they'll come out with some sets again. We'll definitely see, because they haven't done any of the sports sets since, well, as I said, the early 2000s for basketball, hockey, and specifically soccer, which they did quite a few sets also. And that's all we have this week for the breaking news. Thank you again for tuning in. I'll try to be back next week and continue on as I can. We are still possibly in the middle of a move, so we're working hard to I guess, clean up and get rid of some stuff here. But again, thank you for listening. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast, leave us a review, and follow us on our Instagram at Back2Brick2. I really appreciate all of you. I'll leave you, as I always do. Get creative, get out there, and go build something.